How many times you have been angry, bullying, or using abusive language while giving feedback to your team? It is not because you hate your team or you are a born bully. It is just because most of the entrepreneurs do not know how to give an effective feedback to their teams. In this video, I am going to decode for you a step-by-step, 9-step process to give an effective feedback to your team. So let's dive in. Hi everyone, I'm Amit Kumar Uparale. I'm the founder of Business and Wealth Hub. I'm on a mission to help a million entrepreneurs to build unicorn businesses without busyness while maximizing their profits and building a sustainable wealth. Most of the times, what I observed is while entrepreneurs are giving feedback to their teams, it creates a battleground. It becomes a ground of accusing each other, abusing each other, and having arguments with each other. It is not because you hate your employees or you do not like them. It is just because the entrepreneurs do not know how to give an effective feedback to their teams. So if you are an entrepreneur and you want to know how to give effective feedback to your team, type in feedback into the comment box. Let me share my mind map. So in this video, we are going to discuss the 9 steps to give effective feedback to your team. And besides that, if you stay till the end, I'm going to give you a gift and I'm going to show you the journey ahead also. So let's dive into it. Number 1 is outcome only. Whenever you are giving feedback to your team, focus on the outcome of that feedback session only, and focus on the outcome of the events that have transpired you to be into that session only. Besides, whenever you are giving feedback to somebody and you are gathering information, do not ask why questions. If you want to listen to too many excuses, or you want to listen most fantasy incised stories, that only you ask why questions, because whenever you ask why questions, people will tell you all kinds of stories, and purpose of that feedback session will never be served. Instead, you need to focus on gathering information as to what has actually happened. And when you gather the information on what has actually happened, you can give your feedback, but give a specific feedback of what was supposed to happen and what has happened and what you need to do. Because an ambiguous feedback is no feedback at all, and your team will never understand what you are telling them. While giving feedback, you must suggest improvements upon the situations and what are the another outcomes and what are the improvements you are looking your team to make. First, you give your suggestions to improvements, then along with your employees set action steps which are supposed to be taken to either avoid repetition of this situation in the future or setting up the future course of action. You need to set specific action steps for your team while giving feedback. Post that, once you have set the action steps, you need to follow up after some time as to whether the agreed upon action steps have been executed or not. Once you follow up, then you need to give feedback on your previous feedback as to whether the action steps have been specifically executed or they are not executed. And if the action steps are not executed, you need to think seriously or the fitment of that employee. You can either shift that employee into another department on the another role, or you can happily part the ways. So friends, these were the 9 action steps to give an effective feedback to your team. I hope you will use this thing very judiciously while giving your team the feedback. Now, as I had promised, you are going to get a PDF of this mind map as a downloadable link in the description, so that while giving feedback to your team, you can take print out of this, you can save it in your mobile, and while giving feedback to your team, you can use it as a guideline. Now, what is the journey ahead? See, when we talk about building a unicorn business for the entrepreneurs by having freedom, wealth, and maximization of profits, It is a step-by-step process, and I have decoded it in a such a way that it is going to be helpful to all the employees. And why I'm doing this is because present uh, ecosystem of the business is not conducive enough to generate more unicorns in the society. So I am creating a community of like-minded entrepreneurs to help them become unicorn entrepreneurs. And if you want to be a part of that, if you want to learn more, and you want to learn more from me, then be part of this Telegram group where I'll be sharing regular updates and I'll be sharing more learnings. The link of which is available in the description so that you can use it. With this, I'm Amit Kumar Ruparelia and I'm signing off for the day. Bye bye.